Friends, it's the 6th day of our journey through Oman. Today is going to be relatively calm. We'll be making stops along the way in places like these, which aren't touristy, but are incredibly beautiful. So today's video will be short, but it will be filled with awesome photos like these. Oman can be different. Oman can be comfortable with great hotels and resorts, but it can also be authentic with untouched nature. So it's our 6th day. Let's go. Friends, we are in the city of Duqm, Oman, and right now we're in the rock garden. This garden is of great interest to those who are passionate about geology, because here, due to the way the earth was formed, various changes took place. And these rocks, they remain just as they are. No one brought them here. It's a huge garden covering an area of about 3 square kilometers. So basically, if you like rocks, you can come here and take a look. They come in different shapes and sizes, and you can walk around here. Well, basically just to check it off your list, so to speak, and know that you've also been here and seen it. So if you love rocks, really, come to the Spirit Stone Garden and enjoy it. Friends, we continue our journey through Oman. Today is the 6th and 7th day. We have a very long drive ahead of us to get to Salalah and show you the unique season, Kharif. But for now, this episode will be dedicated to nature. We're driving along the coast. And sometimes, for example, like right now, we meet some friends along the way. Now we're going to feed them. But overall, this is just an example of what Oman's nature looks like. This is how we start our day. So let's keep traveling. Let's go. Oh, this is truly tasty. Please do take it, my dear friend. Well, do you perhaps want some more of this delicious treat? Here, please, have a little bit more right now. Friends, when you travel around Oman, don't be afraid to leave the main roads. Of course, for this you need a good car and you need a guide who knows these kinds of places. But when you leave the roads, you can see beauty like this. This is another wadi that we're in. We literally drove just 10 minutes from the main road. And look, there's a small oasis with water flowing there. And here you can see simply the most beautiful mountains and landscape. It looks very futuristic. In some ways, if you didn't know, it might remind you of the mountains in the States, in the canyons. This is exactly that kind of picture. It's very beautiful. And most importantly, these are the sights, views, and emotions that you won't find in traditional standard, let's say, guidebooks and travel guides. Because people only come to such places when they want to see the untouched nature of Laman and enjoy it. This vast, beautiful valley, one of the many that exist in Laman. Just look at how beautiful it is. Friends, I hope you are enjoying the video we made for you about Oman. We tried to create a route that would truly be interesting. The slogan of our journey is "Feel like an Omani." That's why we specifically chose routes that you usually won't find or see in standard videos on the internet. It's not an easy task. A huge team is working to make this tour possible. So it would be really great if you subscribe, give us a like, or even better, share this with your friends so that they can also see the real Oman, a country that truly deserves to be traveled, invested in, and enjoyed. Experience life in this country. So please support this tour, subscribe, give us a like, and we'll keep going. We keep coming across such beautiful views along the way as we follow our route. The long, big route from Muscat to Salalah always looks stunning. The scenery changes, everything is unusual, but a few things always stay the same. The first is the excellent roads. It's no wonder that Oman is among the countries with the best roads. And the second is the untouched nature that you can enjoy no matter where you are. Oman continues to amaze and leaves pleasant impressions in my heart. We are now at another interesting place, which you also won't see unless you leave the main road. Here you will find a palm grove, but these are wild date palms. You can notice 2 things. First, the dates here are very, very small. They are wild and inedible. Second, please look below, since no one prunes these palms. As is usually done, and as you can see with those beautiful palms you're used to, their branches are trimmed accordingly. This low, just like that. And so here's a whole big little palm forest, which we came to see for its wildness. Untouched corners of Omani nature. We stopped at another fantastic location. Behind me on the right, yes, of course, it's a bit hazy, but I hope you can see the road we took to get here. It winds through the mountains. There will be a lot of clips in this video showing just how beautiful it is. But then we arrived at a view that is simply breathtaking. I realize the haze doesn't let you fully appreciate the beauty of the sea, but even what we can see is just fantastic. Look over there. Those are simply magnificent scenes. They look just like the best photos and videos you've seen from travelers all over the world. Oman. It's incredibly beautiful, and you can find any kind of view here, the coolest ones you could ever want. Oman is an amazing country that impresses with its hospitality, its millennia-old history, and its opportunities for relaxation. And of course, for investment as well. I'm sure you've already heard that many investors are now buying real estate here. Why? Because when they invested in Europe, the UAE, Bali, Turkey, and then came to Oman, they fall in love with this country, and they fall in love with how this country is developing its economy and the opportunities it offers to investors. Oman is like Dubai was 10 years ago. Agree. It's really great to get in at the start now so that your investment can yield good growth in the future. And almost all the real estate is being built right on the first coastline. It's very pleasant when you can walk from your villa or apartment to the shoreline in just a few steps. Enjoy the sea. But Oman is not as simple as it may seem. To truly understand which locations are promising, it takes many months of work to study this country. I travel around Oman, I come here for work, I know this country, I study the cities, locations, developers and projects in order to understand where your investments will work and where you might make a mistake. If you're interested in learning about Oman's potential as an investment destination, or if you're already planning to buy property here, call me and, together with my team, I will help you, just as we help our clients every day, choose the best projects for investment. We are now at a very ancient cemetery, which is many hundreds of years old, and it was also once a small settlement. If you look behind me, you can see the remains of a structure. This is what the cemetery looked like here. This is how people used to be buried. What do these two stones mean? This means that, at least here in Salalah, where we are already approaching, 2 stones indicate that a man is buried here, and 3 stones, as you can see here, mean that either a child or a woman was buried. There are many places like this in Oman. Oman is history written in stone, which you can also see walk around and explore. And here there are simply no words, we just enjoy it. Friends, my team and I have been helping you buy real estate in Oman for a long time. We know everything about this country, but when it comes to the United Arab Emirates and you want to buy not just square meters, but a real solution for life and for business, I recommend contacting my partners. This is a real estate agency, 2088 Rio Estate. The head of this agency is Konstantin Lyutovic. His team knows all the tricks of the market. They constantly follow trends, understand which launches are relevant, where you can make money, analyze the market, and analyze traffic when it comes to commercial real estate. In short, these guys know their business and help you find great solutions. And I also recommend that you subscribe to Konstantin's Telegram channel. He has been living in the United Arab Emirates for 15 years and gives great advice on how to do business and live in this country. This is how our friends greet us on the roads of Oman, right in the desert. It's important to be very careful. You can see there are special signs like this so that we knew. And drivers also warn each other by flashing their lights to signal that there are camels ahead. You have to be very careful to avoid a road incident. Such beautiful creatures that we met today. Well, days 6 and 7 are now behind us. These were 2 really tough days because we covered a very long distance, almost 900 kilometers in total. But it was so amazing because we saw so many beautiful places. The main thing I want to tell you after these 2 days is don't be afraid. Travel around Oman. I mean, whether you take your own car or hire a guide. Once again, I want to emphasize how important it is to hire a guide who knows places you can't find in standard guidebooks. And of course, having a car is very important because the beauty of Oman is that when you're driving along the road and you see something you like, you can just turn off the road and go wherever your eyes take you. The main thing is that there's at least some Omani possibility to drive through there. I'm lucky I have a Land Cruiser, which really is the true king of the road. It can take you anywhere. That's why we get to see things that are inaccessible to most travelers. But that's the beauty of discovering a country. What important things did I realize over these 2 days? It's that Oman is always different. And when you start your journey in the morning, you end it completely in a different place with different views, with really amazing roads and ever-changing mountains. And today, to end the day, as we were already on our way to Salalah, it was, of course, the ocean. The ocean that stirs your thoughts, that just blows your mind, because we were driving along winding roads, and every time we took the road to the ocean, we emerged onto a new view. Every time there was a view that just made you stop, stand there and look again, and keep looking. And this happened 2 or 3 times over and over. At some point, you just said, "Kalas, that's enough. We need to keep going. Otherwise, we simply won't make it to Salalah." Now, I'm already in Salalah. As you can see, there's a lot of greenery behind me. The weather is overcast here, a comfortable 29 degrees. After 6 days of heat coming from hot regions, I now understand why the Middle East comes here to relax. It's very comfortable here, really great. I'm staying in an excellent residence. I won't show it to you. It's not a hotel, it's a residence. Well, moving on. In the coming days, we have Salalah, the second most important city in Oman. We will be talking about this city. I will be traveling around, showing the city itself, beautiful places, and the market. And overall, I'll do a broader review because there is already a video on my channel. You can find a review of a villa in Salalah, a review of Salalah itself, Havana Salalah, the place where real estate is being built. But I want to show you more. I want to show you where and how people live. If we're lucky enough to talk to someone, of course, we'll do it. So there's still a lot of interesting things ahead. Subscribe to my channel, be sure to share it with your friends, recommend it, and give it a like. I look forward to your comments. And our journey continues. See you in the next episodes. Bye.